Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of SOMA, which should be the final episode. Assuming I'm remembering everything correctly. I don't know if the main menu screen has changed much or not, can't tell. I think it did a little bit, it's gotten a little bit worse. We'll see at the end of the game when we come back to the main menu if it got worse or not. I think it gets a little bit worse, I don't remember. But yeah, we will go ahead and continue from where we left off. We were just traveled along, had some, as I said, the script from previous ones, some accidental crises along the way. Gone to the Abyss, and now we are at Tau, which is where the arc's supposed to be, as it says. So, we need to grab that, and then get it on over to our destination. Which is Phi, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Phi. Launch into space. Alright, since this thing takes forever to load, I'll be right back once it loads. Alright, and here we are back into it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, the textures weren't loading in. Right, we're recording. Yep, we're good. Alright. Continue onwards then. Just the different foods. Looks like they had here. We're running out of foods, it looks like. I know, buddy, I'm working on it. Okay, that wants me to head to the WoW. But, I've got some stuff to check out first. Much in there. Johann Ross, there's the guy that was brought up to Omnicron. He show up somewhere? I think he shows up or he talks. Maybe he's just talking in my head. Sure, that's fine. Sadly, I can't really do anything to help that person. Or that person. That's why I've decided wherever I can to try not to let the WoW take people, because it does not do anything good to them.
To end like this. Should have jumped the climber back to Omicron.
Without the Ark?
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
Well, I'll be dead one day. Then what?
Well, better keep it safe until then. Don't want the WoW to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
That was probably one of the party members, I'm guessing. But that's not Catherine, just to be clear. They were talking about Catherine, that's not Catherine. More people and not... it's interesting why... Some people were taken over by the WoW and others weren't.
we'd do.
Hey, try not to think about it.
My whole life, I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashkin says we could try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know. You got to.
Sounds like they came back without launching the Ark, actually. Logged in Jasper Hill, everything went well, all the crew scanned and banked in the Ark, loading the shuttle to Omnicrons, leaving as soon as possible. So that was at Beta, and this is, yeah, so I think this is their, like, diary as they went along on the journey. Omnicron Emez, I still didn't know how to pronounce that, and her crew welcomed us with open arms. Scan went well, should have, most of them. Tau, we found the 5 surviving members of at Tau. They have been stranded here for months without radio contact or proper food. We managed to scan them all, though I suspect their arrival will cause some trouble inside the Ark as they feel abandoned by Omnicron. I just hope everyone will be able to forgive each other. Bye. She went down, we couldn't launch, going back to Tau to figure it out. So, yeah. They didn't actually end up launching the Ark. Went all the way there. Had to come back. Oh, there it is. Went all the way there and had to turn back. Okay, I know I need to go to infirmary, but we'll give that a second. We don't need to get that way yet. Move this out of the way. Go away. Oh. Post-impact notes. January 12th, minor structural damage, radio knocked out. Communications recovered, Omnicron and the rest of Pathos 2 are alright. Cross-site radio failing, Lumar probes keep losing the link. Urgent fix needed, Tau can't retrieve the climber until the link is working. Visited SSE, Wolchik, Dahl, and Holland. System of bi-weekly visits established till communications, Lumar back at 100%. Evacuation of Tau ordered. We're all leaving for Omnicron. Swarmed by monsters, no radio, we're fucked. Oh, yeah, they got stranded here. And that's that, like, failed mission where that one person was talking about, like, when we were at Omnicron, coming back here. Tried to evacuate Tau, but failed because of the monsters. So this is the transportation thing between Tau and Phi. Any of these online? No. These ones are obviously the ones on the surface that's completely destroyed, and these other ones I got an answer. Bomb logs, outgoing, incoming, Herber, guide, Herber, Yoshida. Don't know the code to that. Yes, the access tunnels. Fly proper, that's the launch site and stuff. It's fully operational. And that's the Omega space gun, so it's will be launching the Ark. I don't know exactly the science of how this thing's supposed to work, but it launches stuff into space, so. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I assumed you'd give it to me. I'm pretty sure Johan Ross is the guy that keeps teleporting around and talking to us, so. He did do it. He does.
Move on, Simon.
A bunch of equations. Yeah, no notes, actually. No actual notes, I guess I should say. Strange book. Does, can I bring this any closer? Oh, I don't know why dropping it keeps bringing it closer to me, but it does. Can't really read it. Just more... Can I? Okay, I have to turn my head. More equations, and I can't read cursive, so don't know what that means. I know there's an interesting book that I remember a video pointed out being in this room. Oh, there it is. Ion. This one. Volume 9, The Collected Works of C.G. Jung deals with the symbolic representation of psychic totality through the concept of self. I think this is an actual book, I'm pretty sure. I remember I saw a video essay talking about. I don't remember exactly what it was about. I'm blanking. That was a while ago that I saw it. Apparently. Oh, there's Alpha. Oh, so the WoW. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it has... I know it's interesting, the placement of it being here, but I don't remember why exactly. And this is, I'm supposing, the WoW. And then as it started to grow and corrupt. Not really much to discern from these, but I guess just the tentacles and the growths coming from it. The structured gel. Bubblehead guy. Yeah, I just know that this book, I don't remember. Maybe I'll have to look it up in the video essay when I do that research what the frick this thing was about again. But definitely very purposeful that it's kind of just placed right there. It's the only time you find that book here. Some of the other books are repeated throughout the world, but I think there's the only one there. More graphs. Okay, this figure tells more than just random graphs. Journal. I was hoping to see Omicron today. The evacuation order by the people at Theta was a gift, an excuse to leave Alpha and abandon the WoW. As the storm cleared, we were swarmed by monsters that the WoW had facilitated. We were ambushed and forced back towards Tau. Glasser, Kovsky, Cortez and I survived. Auclair is in the infirmary, but doesn't look good. Oh yeah, so he was working at Alpha with the WoW. Cortez made a run for it to check the observation for anything resembling food. Going outside is beyond dangerous. It's like going to buy cigarettes in a hurricane. She came back and had some crumbs with her. We all knew it was empty. I think she just wanted a chance to die without carrying the responsibility of taking it herself. People from the plateau showed up. It was a group of engineers from Theta telling us that they wanted the Omega space gun to launch something called the Ark. It's an artificial world that carries brain scans from the people working at Pathos 2. The idea is silly but endearing. We all agreed to do a scan so we could take part in this afterlife. Some of the engineers returned from Phi. Apparently they postponed the Ark launch. They were all in a very foul mood and difficult to get any straight answers from, except for one very important thing. They all wished to remain at Tau to figure out this Ark business out. But they had scheduled for the climber to pick them up tomorrow. Someone would need to catch that climber to alert Omnicron what was happening. Luckily, Glasser and I were able to take on this mission. I will finally be able to warn Dahl and Sarang about the critical situation at Site Alpha. So yeah, so that's when he's going back to climber, and he was found dead on the climber.
The pattern has stopped evolving. The WoW has managed to find balance. I convinced SSE Volchek to turn off all external control systems, making the WoW our de facto caretaker. So far, it's exceeding expectations. Since the comet crashed a few days ago, January 12th, the WoW has dropped to a low energy state. It hasn't abandoned its duties. It's keeping climate and life support going, but it's been simplifying the pattern, redefining its protocol. The WoW has started to grow physically. It's not just the core chamber. All around Pathos 2, structure gel is bursting through the pipes and bleeding through walls. I don't know what WoW could possibly stand to gain from this, but I assume it is intentional. The heart of WoW has claimed such a large part of the core chamber that there can no longer be any question to its heightened awareness. Not only does its expansion suggest an unexpected understanding of space, but also its own physical manifestation within the world. The WoW is reaching out to every machine, every life form, to manipulate, to control. It's trying to help save its creators from all this, just like the protocol demands. But really, what is good enough? Where is the line drawn for what is human and what is not? Would walking corpses do? Would a group of machines thinking they're human be acceptable? We can't trust a machine to know, to understand what it means to be. We have to terminate the WoW project. It can be done. I just need to get some help from Omicron.
So, yeah. That's why everyone keeps ending up as these, like, horrible, weird machines or bodies that are still being kept alive. That's another thing the game, obviously, like, a big thing of the game is, like, an existence worth living, or also, like, what is it to be human, or life, or living, and stuff like that. And obviously the WoW has a very different interpretation, I'd imagine, from most people what's living. Because it's like, yeah, you can have these people, someone in there, but you can have these people, like, technically breathing, their heart's beating, they're moving, but they're not actually, like, alive. Where you at, dude? Like, I don't think anyone would consider anyone in these rooms to be alive. They're just being controlled by a machine and falsely being alive, so it's just interesting different interpretations. Because obviously the WoW just takes in the most literal robotic sense possible of what it determines to be alive, which is just that your body's alive. It doesn't matter what state you're in. So.
You're different. Don't
Are
mind.
you human?
Sarah Lindwall, payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
I'd say so. You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah.
There's no one alive at Omicron.
You've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of Pathos 2.
And, I'm the only living person you've met? You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the Gunnet Phi. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to Tau. Just couldn't bring myself to let go. To tell you the truth, I don't have the strength to argue. And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one. Are you serious about me killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, this fucking sucks. I don't want to live like this.
Shouldn't we be doing something to keep you alive?
Why?
You're the last human. I just find it disrespectful to our entire history not to fight this. Sure, we have the Ark, but you're the real deal.
Thanks. That's probably the best compliment I've ever got. But the truth is that the Ark is all we have. We'll have to accept second best, you know?
None of this feels right.
Simon, I want to die.
Sarah.
Just think about it. Don't let me down. I
Yeah.
still can't believe I'm the last one. It's crazy.
Obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna leave her. Just like the same philosophy I did with the robot.
If I knew you'd come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
Obviously, the same idea with the
I'm
robot.
glad you came by.
So,
Good to get this over with.
same idea here. Yeah, it just there's no way, especially essentially like obviously like hey, that's so much suffering you have to do just if you're gonna sit here alone. So just go ahead and get it over with.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just please, just stay. What a crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray! Wish I could have died at home with my friends. Have you ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked Pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet, but she was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
Black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
Yeah, we just cannot. I just cannot wait for here. Definitely hard. It's like this is the first time you actually kill a human, you know. But yeah, I feel like just leaving her here for whatever horrible fate awaits her is not necessarily the way to go. Oh, great, it's over there. So. Yeah, I just do not see how you could leave this room without doing that. We've already seen what happens to everyone else if it's just left the wild to take over them. Emergency food. A thorough look at what are common chemicals and compounds found at Pathos 2 can keep you alive in emergency situations. A manual of how to keep unconscious or comatose colleagues fed through intravenous drip. Last access by Sarah Lindwall. So both of these were by Sarah Lindwall. Her over there. That we just let die. Obviously, she was trying to figure out how to stay alive even in such a bad condition for as long as possible. Post-constructional alterations, methods on how to make a room for additional payloads after the casing had been constructed and left Delta. Last access by Catherine. So, probably for the Ark. These two are obviously for Sarah to try to survive to protect the Ark as long as possible. She did a good job of. Here it is. And we've been traveling this whole way for all the game right here in our hands. Literally the last bit of humanity right here. Well, now she can rest in peace and not have to keep guarding this thing.
No way I can climb a ladder while carrying the Ark like this. Not while carrying the Ark.
What am I forgetting? Yeah, that's also been insane to be like literally the last human, I guess human in both mind and body. Because, I mean, I would argue that Simon's still human, or Catherine's still human, but though in terms of both consciousness and body, which is being the last human. That's always like a situation people play, like even as the Joker, where like, oh, what would you do if the last person alive? But now we actually got to see the last person alive in a dead world. Definitely, not, I don't think the fate anyone wants. Not a very good sign. I'm sure that's fine. Am I supposed to do something? Oh, you're right. If it's broken, then just do it yourself. Here we go with the Ark. Traveling our way to Pi. Literally, all the last... Literally what's left of humanity right there. I guess we have us and Catherine, but... the last hope, I guess. Keep up with it. take a little bit of a detour. Where's the detour at? Over here. That's where that guy sometimes still gets me whenever he just appears. I always know like he's gonna relatively when he's gonna appear, but I can remember exactly where. Oh well. Bro, this detour was fine. Yeah, it's basically like literally deep enough. There's literally no sunlight in the midnight zone. There's the space gun, I think. And we can see right there. Here's Alpha. Pause to release all the mess on the station. All because of this. Back over here? No. It's crazy just how much the WoW is just taking over this place. I mean, it's taking over the whole station, so I guess it makes sense where it would be pretty taken over.
Tell me what you want.
I need you to stop the WoW.
What? How?
The enslaved protein sloshing around your suit is the noose from which the WoW will hang itself.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I came to in Omicron, I tried to tell them to make the toxin that would make the WoW wither, but they didn't understand. They put it inside the cabinet. It was so infuriating. They needed to take it to Alpha, the fountainhead of the misery we created. And then the girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it, but the WoW shrieked. They all died. You took the gel from the cabinet and made yourself into a venomous snake.
You're saying this toxin inside of me can kill the WoW? Altogether?
You are the snake, Simon. Now strike at the heart.
He's talking about the structure gel that we took from the cabinet and put to make this suit. That's apparently a special structure gel.
What the hell is that?
The heart. It controls all the structure gel on Pathos 2. All you need to do is poison the imprint, and the heart will unwillingly spread it across Pathos 2, killing it. Feed it, Simon. Push your arm into the heart.
They're very gross.
It's working!
Please. I did what you wanted.
You did good, Simon. But you can't leave. The only way to make sure the WoW stays dead is to destroy the only one who's immune to the new pattern. Don't worry. I'll make it quick. Oh, God!
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Go, 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 go. Run, run, run. Ooh, get to the light, light. It is an absolute monstrosity. Heal. I mean, we lost our arm. We should probably need some help. Stick to the light. Stick to the light. It's huge. I don't even know what the frick the WoW made that thing from. Even is that made from? Got front. It's definitely very big. I'm in the light. You want to go away? Run for it. Hey, I'm in the light. Go away. Let's really run away from the light. It just doesn't attack me from the light more like it. Oh, it's getting really close. The light's supposed to kind of, you know, keep them away. Duck underneath them. Alright, run for it. Open up. Oh, okay. Pushing the door out a little bit there. One sec. Alright, we're good. Made it to 5. Gotta hope the Ark made it here too.
This has to be 5, right? Hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
It's a little contaminated by structured gel, but at least it's all well lit. Alright, I don't know how much I'll be talking till more till the end. After like they start dialogue, because they have a lot of conversations, and there'll be a lot of conversations and stuff. We're getting kind of towards the end of the game and stuff, so I don't know how much more talking I'll be doing till we reach the end or reach at a certain point, but so I'll be mostly silent.
Christ, what the hell happened to your arm?
It's complicated. I just need to know one thing. I'll have both my arms in the Ark, right?
Yes, of course. Are you okay, though? Can you do stuff?
Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kinda lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi. So it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it. All right, Phi is up and running.
A satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel. Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before regression. Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Did you find out what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those. This feels like the longest day of my life. Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it then? What day?
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m., but I don't remember when we started.
You know, I woke up in my bed today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I? It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comet, I guess it was okay.
Yeah, better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
I had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Stop it from torturing the memory of humanity.
Okay, let's just get back to work.
What will you do when you get into the Ark? What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I'd say so. know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the WoW you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Found the Ark.
Good job, Simon. Now we just need to find the assembly space so we can stuff the Ark into a shell.
I think I found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
On it.
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrow, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We needed to save them, to launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark! I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this!
Stop it!
Guys, calm down!
Get away from me! No!
What did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine...
Oh, God. Catherine.
Did you say something?
It's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine. Don't worry, it's better this way. How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
How could they kill me?
Catherine.
I know I'm not an easy person to like. I just thought they trusted me.
Come on, don't do this to yourself.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There was some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you'd never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Oh, pity friendship? Now I feel even worse.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Is that it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Come back up and we'll head out to the gun.
Now what?
Now we just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean, it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps. Never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat. Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
There we go.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
By
Here we
seconds.
go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
You gotta be kidding me!
4, 3,
Come on, load!
2,
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it! Woo! I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No. This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot. I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
As for that ending, it hits me harder every single time I play this game. It's just so lonely. Still a little bit more after the credits, but grab my tissues before the credits. Where's the end song? I love the end song so much. Is just get like such a deep sense of loneliness every single time I hear that song outside the game even. Just a little bit more. Yeah, that's the part I've seen always. That's the part that sticks with me most from this game. Always think about it.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
Now we get to see this. There's something. The ending of this game is so bittersweet. On one hand, Simon back on Earth is literally suffering probably one of the worst fates possible. But then, though, he did accomplish the goal. He did save part of humanity and did get him and Catherine onto the Ark, or their copies at least. Or they may do whatever it is that you do here, I guess. It is such a complete 180. This is an absolutely beautiful area, juxtaposed with what's happened. And then still thinking about like what happened to Simon on Earth, or what is happening to him. Welcome. If you are reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. The survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subjective experience and how to improve your well-being. Please continue the survey. So I was thinking beforehand. Alright, quite a so I was thinking I'll answer these questions from like my point of view of what I think, because we don't really know exactly what Simon feels. Like we've only heard him talk once when he's here, so we don't really know a ton of what he thinks of being here, but so sorry. So I'll just answer from his, or I'll answer from what I would think about this condition, just this Simon and the Ark. Just thinking of from this. How would you describe your physical condition? So far it looks like it's great. How would you describe your mental condition? I mean, it should just be an exact copy, and so far we've seen all the copies are the same mind, so I would imagine, at least in terms of the current mental condition. Okay, so it's weird though being just an artificial intelligence, but her mental condition's probably fine overall. How would you describe your senses? I mean, I'm assuming if it's as it's supposed to be within the Ark, it should be normal. How would you describe the sensation of your new condition? I mean, it seems very pleasant. It would definitely be weird that everything's fake. But does that really change anything, though, from your current condition? Like, yeah, it's all fake, but, like, it's what you're experiencing. So if this is your experience, then it's real to you. So, I would say it's nice. It's also definitely better. So I would say it's probably pleasant. Are you troubled by the fact that you're no longer strictly human? I mean, mean, I feel like for Simon, he definitely was still more experienced. But I guess, yeah, I was saying earlier, I guess from my point of view, if I was in a situation. If I was copied on the Ark. I would say somewhat. Definitely want to do this, but probably somewhat. How do you perceive your new existence? I guess it's probably most like a new chapter. I wouldn't really say it's being born all over again, because you're still continuing from your previous consciousness. Still has to do with your previous self. Kind of direct continuation, but though it is different, so that's a new chapter. You think this new existence will be a life worth living? Basically the whole question of the game. This was a tricky one, and honestly I was trying to actually think about it since like last night. I remember this would be one of the questions on this, and I would fill out from myself. Still do not have an answer. New existence. I think it's definitely worth trying. I mean, as the last bit of humanity, as the last anything that there is, like, why not give it a shot? So I think maybe we can find a new existence of meaning in this world. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? No. No, because you're accepting death and there's just nothing. There's literally nothing, so why not at least try to figure out this, try to experience this, do something. This is literally just nothing. There's literally nothing, so no. This is definitely better than nothing, at least, so. That's my answers. Yeah, I can just never stop thinking about the sun back on Earth, but at least I guess one version of him gets to live happily for however long this is. But yeah, no, that ending, it just hits me so hard every single time. It's just, like, the characters are just so human and so connected to them to see just such a horrible fate happen. It's definitely probably one of the greatest endings in any game I've played. Well, this is still the ending I'm still doing, but it's what we overseen. So beautiful here, though.
Catherine? Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
Yeah, it's nice that at least they get to live among the stars as friends. Talk to everyone else and I guess try to find meaning. The face is fully back together. Even better than when we started, it's all good now. So, yeah, I'll definitely be making a video essay on this game for sure, where I'll talk a little bit more in depth and flex some of my thoughts of what I want to talk about. But, yeah, it's definitely one of the games that like, you just never stop wondering what happened after the... Even after the credits roll, scenarios still play through your head. What was life actually like on the Ark? What happens to Simon back on Earth? What does he choose to do? And just the questions this game brings up of existence is worth living. What does it mean to be human? What is living? Just everything is just so, it's such a fascinating game. I've just never played any other game like it. I just want to like have such an impact on me too. I would say just how I view certain things and stuff changed quite a lot after this game. Playing this game. Not like a lot, I guess. It's still similar, but like it's just so interesting to see like just such extremes situations of all these things, and like it's just like the real horror of this game is, like I've said like in the beginning, it doesn't come from the monsters, it doesn't come from the scares, even though those do sometimes still scare me. Obviously I still jumped a couple times, but like I remember one video I said a good way. It's the horror of an idea. It's just the horror of like it's just like existential horror basically. Of these just extreme ideas, of these extreme conditions that people are in. These these questions that don't really have answers of should this person live or die? Are they even living to begin with, you know? And just the horror to come with that, and then also even just, especially like the horror of loneliness and hopelessness, which is what the ending encapsulates. Like, I feel like whenever I hear that end song, I feel like it's hard to describe the feeling I always get. It's sometimes even slightly comforting to listen to the song on a weird level, but it's like there's just such a deep sense of loneliness, because I always think of like Simon there, alone, literally no hope, literally nothing, no one else, just monsters at the bottom of the ocean. But there's no hope for him, but there is hope for the others on the Ark. So it's definitely very bittersweet, but yeah, hopefully you guys were able to see why I absolutely love this game so much. And why I always occasionally come back to it, or at least I always think about it. I always, whenever I think about other things, I always think about this game, or I even tried to, I was originally going to even write my senior project about ideas that were kind of brought up in SOMA. Sadly, they said it was too creative, apparently. Not scientific enough, but I just think it's so fascinating. And I just wanted to share this game to the internet, and then I'll be doing a, yeah, like I said, I'll be doing an essay about, talking about a little bit more. A little too emotional right to actually get all my thoughts down. It's rough for me to play through every time. But, yeah, I just, and also, I'd love to hear whatever you guys think about the ending, or especially when I do the video essay, if you agree or disagree with the things I say, or whatever, or, yeah, just on the game in general. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about it. Am I insane for always getting impacted this much by the game, or, yeah, just what do you guys think about this game? I'd be interested to hear. But, yeah, I think that's all for now. I need to go take a breather, but yeah, so I will have the video essay out by like next week is hopefully my plan. But yeah, I will see y'all later.